The following featured presentation is part of the Skywalking Network.
This is what you can look forward to on episode 444 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Who is Bitsy? Who is this kid? And also, why does her mouth not move when she's talking?
And so Minnie is me, and Richard is Donald. Clearly trying to steal my cookies. I didn't think about that.
I didn't even notice that.
So what if we just learned about Goofy?
You just uncovered a mystery.
Yeah.
And also we keep putting Goofy on ladders, which I don't understand.
It's a Santa piñata.
Yeah.
Kids, don't hit Santa with a stick.
Yeah, but be careful, because they might put Bitsy in it.
All right, we're done.
Are you ready?
Off to Neverland.
Here we go.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land.
When I first made Star Wars, everybody in Hollywood said, well, this is a movie Disney should have made.
You're more than just fans. You're family.
Best day ever!
Secrets learned. It's about family, and that's what's so powerful about it.
Hey.
When you use a bird to write with, it's called tweeting.
When we visit the world of Disney, we never grow old. It's a Peter Pan, Never Land that keeps us young in heart.
This is Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you are skywalking through Neverland. I have a good feeling about this.
Happy holidays, Skywalkers! We are kicking off our holiday-themed shows by looking at some Disney classics and soon-to-be classics. If only we can scrub that Bitsy once and for all. But first, we want to welcome you back to
Skywalking Through Neverland.
I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to the Christmas queen herself, my sweetie wife Sarah.
Ah, that's me. And everyone, you might have met Richard, but he is the twinkly, tinsel, teasing, tauntauns, tarkins, tartan wearing man.
I called you a queen and all I get is man.
Yeah, that fell flat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're a nice man. How's that?
Okay. Maybe more of a scoundrel.
Well, yes. That's why I love you.
Okay.
All right, Skywalkers.
And I love you too.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Full circle.
Wow. All right. Well, Skywalkers, we are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, and Marvel and pop culture fandom. So imagine a big giant Wookiee hug and a sprinkle of pixie dust for our family of Skywalkers. Now, we are live on the Skywalking Through Neverland YouTube channel right now, and you don't want to miss it because we are dressed real cute. So if you haven't already, please subscribe for notifications for when we go live or when we put out an episode on the channel so you can watch the podcast episodes there because we record them live. We do a lot of things in advance to make sure that the whole thing goes smoothly and that you're watching things that we're watching and hearing things that we're hearing while we record live. It's a whole technical, fun jungle out there.
And sometimes that YouTube secret squirrel comes in and thwarts us.
Yes, that's true.
Secret squirrel!
That's right. But then you're part of the fun, right? I love it. All right. So you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, Skywalking Through Neverland, and always find us.
We're on the cusp of 8,800.
We are. We're almost there. Ooh, hey, and check it out. We got new people joining us. My mom and possibly dad. Wookiee hug back to us.
Mm-hmm.
And Trisha Barr, a co-host on Fangirls Going Rogue. She got that Han Solo reference.
I'd be disappointed if she didn't.
Read that in the voice of Captain America, Steve Rogers. I got that. I understood that reference. Okay. All right. Well, in this episode, we are joined by my fangirl friend, Teresa Delgado, to help break down and review the new adorable animated, stop motion animated shorts, Mickey's Christmas Tales on Disney Plus, and also the amazing Christmas with Walt Disney what would this be called? Special.
A documentary.
Documentary. And both of these are on Disney Plus, and we talk all about them. It's super, super fun.
And we pose many questions during our conversations that hopefully the Skywalkers can help us out with, such as, what is up with Bitsy? Tell us what is going on with this girl, and what is the deal with Santa and Mrs. Claus? Are they dogs? Are they not dogs? We still don't know. And we also have some 10th anniversary messages coming up.
Yes.
So with that, we want to let everyone know that we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond-level Disney vacation planner travel agency that can help you book your trip to a Disney park around the world. And best of all, Sarah, guess how much this service is?
It's free.
It's free of charge, so head over there to smallworldvacations.com for a no-obligation price quote and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
Update on the tartan that I'm wearing.
Okay.
Okay. My nails also have little tartans on them. Aren't they cute? Okay. I just wanted to share that. Well, we are recording this episode from Long Beach, California on December 5th, 2023. So, Richard, what happened today in Star Wars history?
Well, hopefully some of our Floridian Skywalkers in the Sky Chat can weigh in on this, because it was 4 years ago today, on December the 5th, 2019, that Rise of the Resistance opens at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Orlando. Now, ours didn't open until a month later, January 17th, the day after my birthday. But Disney, I know that was just for me. I know that.
Yeah.
Now, this was the second attraction behind Smuggler's Run to open up in Galaxy's Edge. So hopefully sometime soon they'll open a third, maybe a fourth and fifth.
Yeah.
But Rise of the Resistance, this is like three rides in one.
Oh, yeah.
And now, Skydance Don in the Sky Chat says he was there.
Whoa!
All right, so did you see these X-Wing drones?
Oh my
Sarah,
gosh.
go ahead and play this video.
Okay, all right. Now, not spoiler alert, but everyone, if somehow, I don't think we will, but if we get kicked off YouTube because we're playing a video, just head over to Facebook.
Yeah.
All right.
Show them who's boss. Show them
Yeah.
They can't stop us Skywalkers.
They can't stop us now. Okay,
All right,
here we
so
go.
This is video from the opening ceremony held the day before the opening of Rise of the Resistance.
At Galaxy's Edge.
Yes, and they had these drones. Check these out. Look at these drones.
What?
Okay, now Skydance Don.
Yes.
How big were these drones?
They look big.
They look big, but not like full size.
Uh-huh.
And I think because they were so far away, you couldn't really judge the size of these.
Okay.
And Trisha says in the Sky Chat, you could barely see them.
Oh.
I looked at other people's videos.
Okay.
And you could hear the voices from the pilots, but you couldn't see them anywhere.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, because she was there. Yeah. You could barely see them. Yeah. How weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this video we just saw, they looked like a good size.
Okay.
But they didn't fly. They just hovered and turned around and went back down again. But
Okay,
still, that's fine.
It looks so cool to have that in that space. But a Batu, you know,
Yeah.
like coming out of the spires.
Yeah.
Like, how awesome is that?
Now we hear a lot of ships when you're at Galaxy's Edge. You hear a lot of ships flying by.
Mhm.
What if they had these drones just flying by every once in a while?
That would be so.
That would be amazing.
Uh,
And I'm sure they've already thought of this. And there's logistical issues. We'll give them that.
Mhm.
All right, we'll give them that pass. But still, just let them come. Maybe during the fireworks coming up, we'll talk about in a couple seconds. We can see the X-Wings coming up from behind the spires, back down again. You have them. Let's use them. Let's see them. Huge them. All right, Skydance Dawn says in the Sky Chat, they're half the size. So that's still pretty big.
That's still big, yeah.
Wow,
Definitely
that-
big.
That is big.
Also, Meredith is reminding us that for Rogue One, Spaceship Earth at Epcot turned into the Death Star. So that's some pretty cool things that they've done over there in Florida.
Yeah.
However,
Mm-hmm.
there's going to be some cool stuff coming to Disneyland.
Okay,
Should we talk about it?
Let's get into that in Things
We Want to Share.
Things we want to share. Things we want to share. Things we want to share.
Okay, so this week, I believe it was yesterday, Disney Parks blog released the 2024 dates for all the seasons that are happening at Disneyland Resort, including Pixar Fest, Halloween time, holiday time. But we were most intrigued with Season of the Force. All right, this is coming back to Disneyland. Now, Richard, the last time Disneyland held Season of the Force, do you want to tell us a little bit
this was
about
held
this history?
In November of 2015, so a month before The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
And with this, Launch Bay was opened.
Mm-hmm.
Still trying to figure out what this is. I'm sure they're doing the same thing. We had Path of the Jedi, which was a 10-minute 4D experience highlighting the Skywalker saga.
That was so neat.
It was great. Star Tours was updated to include scenes inspired by The Force Awakens. And we were told not too long ago that there's going to be some new scenes included in Star Tours that are inspired by The Mandalorian and Ahsoka.
Yes. Yes. So let's get into what's happening now at this Season of the Force for 2024.
But wait a minute, hold on.
Oh.
This is next April, so by that time, we may have seen another Disney Plus show. So maybe we're going to see some tie-ins to Skeleton Crew.
Well, no, I think they already confirmed that it's going to
that's
be
true.
from Ahsoka.
But, that was then. That was a month or two ago.
They're already
And I'm
working
sure
on it.
the shorts, the scenes from Star Tours are already produced.
Right.
But why can't they tie in some new shows to this?
Well,
I think this is a great opportunity for them to tie in the Skeleton Crew, the Acolyte, the Bad Batch Season 3.
Okay. Well, let's talk about what's coming to Season of the Force.
I want to speculate, okay?
Well, wait.
Because I want to speculate that maybe this is the year I'll be Rebel Spy.
Oh.
No, what happened? Go on.
No.
Go on.
Okay, so Season of the Force is coming to Disneyland Park on April 5th, 2024. It's going to run through June 2nd, and we are so excited because it will bring back Hyperspace Mountain, which is the best version of Space Mountain, bar none. It just makes it so much more awesome. I love it. There's going to be, of course, specially themed food and beverage and merchandise. Now, this food and beverage and merch, I'm sure, will be found in Galaxy's Edge and probably in Tomorrowland, like at the Galactic Grill, things like that. And then merchandise, always. So excited about that. And now this, okay, so debuting during the celebration, so not necessarily on April 5th, but it mentions that the new adventures aboard Star Tours, the Adventures Continue, are going to happen. So that's when we're going to be able to visit maybe another galaxy far, far away.
Ooh.
Right? I'm so excited. Peridia, perhaps?
Oh, that would be awesome.
And whale. Oh, I want to fly with Purgle.
Okay.
Space whales.
I'm going to bet my bottom dollar that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And they're going to tie into that by selling Purgles.
Oh, I hope so. I want a Purgle.
You'll get one by April 5th.
I want a Purgle Squishmallow.
Ooh.
I'm so excited.
They could do a
I don't
Purgle
think so.
switch.
I don't think they would, but that would be fun, right? A big giant Purgle that you can squish. Okay, but I haven't said the most exciting part to me about Season of the Force, and that is, this is word for word what it says in the press release. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will provide fresh perspective on the fireworks above Disneyland Park with galactic music sweeping through the spires. Okay, this means that when the fireworks are happening at Disneyland, like in front of the castle, you hear the Disney music, all that stuff, that in Galaxy's Edge, which is a great location to watch the fireworks, by the way, you're like by the Millennium Falcon, you're watching the fireworks are bursting by the spires. We're finally going to hear Star Wars music in Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, if anyone wants to complain about hearing Star Wars music at Galaxy's Edge because it's not in universe, there's going to be comment cards by the front gate, which are all just going to sit there. You know why? No one is going to complain.
No, because it's awesome.
So,
I can't wait.
So little by little, they are starting to loosen up the reins on the restrictions for what can and cannot be seen or heard in Galaxy's Edge. So, little tauntaun baby steps.
Yes.
Little Lothcat steps. And maybe this is when they can introduce those X-Wing drones. Not getting my hopes up. I'll be Rebel Spy before we see those.
I think, drones aren't allowed to fly airspace in Los Angeles, at least. I don't know about Orange County.
It's Disney.
I know.
So
they should be able to file a special
permit.
permit.
Any fly-by spaces unless there's an emergency, like what happened a couple of weeks ago when there was a shooter in Anaheim. So we saw a helicopter rolling around the
Main Street and everything. Yeah, it was right around Disneyland.
It's hovering above for quite a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Woo. Well, we're excited, and of course we'll be there. We'll report back. We'll probably shoot some video, all kinds of fun stuff.
I think it's a good bet we're gonna shoot some video.
Yeah.
It's a good bet.
You guys are gonna see it. All right. Woo. Well, so excited. So excited.
All right. I'm excited to hear these new messages that we've been getting to celebrate our 10th anniversary of Skywalking Through Neverland. Skywalkers and other podcasters keep sending messages in. So let's roll one here from Disneyholics.
Hi, I'm Mike TV.
And I'm Jen Diz.
And we are
the Disneyholics.
Congratulations to Sarah and Richard on 10 years of navigating the galaxy with your Skywalking Through Neverland podcast.
May your journey continue to be as epic as a lightsaber duel and as fun as a Wookiee celebration on Kashyyyk.
May the Force be with you for many more adventures to come. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Oh my God, that was so cute.
Very nice.
Jen was holding the tauntaun from Galaxy's Edge she had adopted, and Mike did a great Chewbacca roar. That was so cute. Thank you, guys. They started their podcast during the pandemic. They're pandemic baby. So, yeah. Wow.
Well, great. Then happy 3rd anniversary to you.
Absolutely.
All right. Next up is Kevin and Kyle from the Fandom Podcast Network.
Wow, Richard and Sarah, 10 years of Skywalking Through Neverland. That's a pretty big deal. I mean, it's such a big deal, in fact, that my Fandom Podcast Network co-founder has taken time from his international travels to join me to wish you happy anniversary.
Hey, Kyle, what's going on? Richard and Sarah, it's Kevin. I'm currently over in London right now, enjoying a little 3-week vacation here. First of all, I want to say congratulations to you guys for 10 years and the whole Skywalking Through Neverland family you guys have there.
Yeah, you guys are some of the originals. I mean, 10 years of podcasting, 10 years of anything is a good accomplishment. 10 years of podcasting. Richard, I know the editing has probably pushed you close to the edge many a time. I sympathize with you, but just wanted to say from all of us here at the Fandom Podcast Network, congratulations and thank you for all you've done and the enjoyment you've given us over these last 10 years.
Yeah, thank you for guesting on our programs, and we appreciate guesting on yours. And for me personally, you are the reason why I'm doing this. You guys did this podcast from the beginning, and I remember being on one of your early shows. It was like one of your most downloaded or listened to shows about the Disneyland jail, and I just had a funny little dorky segment, I think calling in from Dragon Con and talking about all my nerdy fun there. But you brought me into your Skywalking Through Neverland family, and I've made some dear friends out of that, and part of that has to be with Kyle. I wouldn't have met Kyle if it wasn't for you guys, and we wouldn't have this network if it wasn't for you guys. And you have really set the bar on how to create a wonderful community, family of friends around a podcast. And you guys should be very proud of that alone. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are an inspiration to a lot of people I know who podcast. So, like I said before, from everybody here at the Fandom Podcast Network, from all of our shows, happy anniversary, guys.
Happy anniversary, guys.
Oh, that was so sweet.
Very, very sweet.
Wow. And I do remember meeting Kevin at one of the, I think, Rebel Force Radio meetups.
Yeah.
Way back at Walt Disney World 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that,
And Kyle was one of the faces we saw in Rebel Spy Reject.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So we've crossed paths many times, and I'm so happy to hear that we've made such an impact on their lives and their podcasting lives.
And I also got to do some of my Star Trek nerdiness fandom on their network. So yay.
So thank you to one and to all, and still accepting these messages, video messages, audio messages. Mm-hmm. So if you want to send them in, please go ahead at share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com. All right, with that, let's talk Christmas. Over the years, Disney has produced countless Christmas classics. Today, we're going to focus on the new holiday content just released on Disney Plus and Disney Now.
These include the documentary Christmas with Walt Disney and the animated shorts Mickey's Christmas Tales. And here to join us is Fangirls Going Rogue co-founder and my friend Teresa Delgado.
Hey, Teresa!
Hey, guys! How's it going?
Now, is it fair to say that she's my friend too?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yes, okay, good. Because we just had a great day over at Disneyland just a little while ago. But, let's jump right into that. We all met at Disneyland. Now, you've been to Disneyland countless times. Did you do anything new this time around?
Yes. I had never seen Avengers Campus, so that was brand new, and I asked you guys to take me there, show me all the ins and outs, tips and tricks, and Sarah definitely did, although I will say, Sarah's character eye is not as good as mine when it comes to spotting characters. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you spotted Ms. Marvel, and I felt very foolish.
I was like, she's right there. And Sarah's like, where?
She was to be fair, it was a very sunny day and she was in the shade, which makes sense, but you couldn't see her from a while. Yeah. I don't know how you saw her, Teresa.
I was like, oh, look, I don't know. I've got like this tingle that happens when a character's around.
Your Miss Marvel sense, like a spidey sense. Now, for me, it's whenever celebrities are around, I'll hone right in on that.
Yeah, you will.
I don't know how, but it's like, oh, that person over there, they're a celebrity. Oh yeah, look who it is. It's Corey Feldman.
The only person that's ever happened to me with is Xochitl Gomez. I saw her at a charity event, and it just looked like this glow was around her. I was like, who is that person? And I realized it was America Chavez.
Xochitl Gomez, you mean the new winner of Dancing with the Stars?
Hey, don't jinx it.
I know.
She's going to take home that Len Goodman Mirror Ball trophy.
If she doesn't, I'm going to be so upset.
Me too.
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah,
so
that's like a whole nother conversation. But yeah, she's been my number one from day one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, so I added it up and I met a total of 32 characters on this Disneyland DCA trip.
32?
So I counted anybody that I met and talked to and or took pictures with. So as long as there was some sort of an interaction, I counted them. So it was 32 total individual characters, and I feel very accomplished. I was like, I think that's a good trip.
I'll say, even third-rate Doctor Strange, did he?
Yeah, third-rate Doctor Strange.
I hope he's not listening right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dr. Strange. He just did not have his coffee that morning.
No.
A secret hobby of mine is to get pictures with as many Disney characters as possible.
That's me and mine too, but it includes outfits.
Oh, yes. Yes. I really want to do this, but it's like, if I haven't started it at this point, I'm never going to do it.
Plus, there's a lot of standing in line for that.
There is. And that's another hitch to this.
Yeah. I mean, I think it depends on what you focus on when you go to the parks. So,
yes.
and you guys could do this theoretically. You've been so many times. It's not really about the rides. It's more about the atmosphere and the music and the being there and all the stuff. So,
and these after parties, these Disney at Night events where they have the obscure characters.
Yeah. That's where it's at.
I know. So whenever I see those, like Geppetto, we gotta get a picture with him because how often is he out?
And the Blue Fairy, remember that?
Yes. So that's one of those secret fantasies of mine is to get all those pictures. And I'm sure people have already done it, but I'm sure there's a whole website or
Yes, there
Facebook
is.
page devoted to that.
Yeah.
My favorite overall interaction was probably Finnick Shand because I'd never met her before. And she and I ran into each other multiple times while I was in Galaxy's Edge. So
Yeah.
every time she saw me, she remembered my name. And we had like our conversation just kept going. Like, with just, she's like, okay, now anything new? Like, I was doing reconnaissance for her. Flynn Rider was great.
Ooh, nice.
And I was in line for Asha, and he came into that area and came up to our line and just started talking.
Okay.
And I had Star, and the girl behind me had Star. So he came and started talking about our stars. And so that's and then he just hung out and just talked to us while we were standing there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of talking, there's
Yes.
a segue. Let's talk about these new Disney animated shorts, and I'm so excited about these. These are so friggin' adorable. These are the Mickey's Christmas Tales, and I didn't know that these were like sequels to 2022's Mickey Saves Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask you if you knew that, because I did my research like I do for Disney stuff.
Yeah,
and I
of
was
course
like,
you do.
huh.
Now, I'm going to tell everyone, if you haven't seen Mickey Saves Christmas, don't worry about it. This is not at the MCU level where there's so many multiverses and stories that you're really confused if you miss one entry. So don't worry, we got you covered there. Now, this series consists of 5 extremely adorable 3-minute stop-motion animation shorts. Give us your overall reaction on these.
Honestly, my very first reaction was texture, because the texture on the characters, and they look fuzzy, and you almost feel like you can touch it, and that was the first thing I noticed, just overall. And as I watched them, that's the thing that kept coming back, was just how texturized they felt and how real they felt, as if it was like my stuffed animals playing.
Well, they're real stop motion puppets,
which is what's so cool about it. And then overall, I just thought, I was like, these are really cute stories, but where's Chippendale?
Yeah,
Very true.
Yeah, there's a lot of where is
Yeah.
so and so in these. All right, but before we get there, Sarah,
Yes.
what's your overall reaction to these shorts?
Okay, so I thought these were such a cute way to get into the Christmas season. Like, Richard, you and I were kind of going through all our 5 or 6 different streaming services. We're like, okay, what should we watch? We want to watch something Christmassy. What to do? And then these popped up on Disney Plus. We're like, let's try these. We were having breakfast. You need something, quick. And the stop motion was what really made me want to watch them. Like the whole stop motion aspect, because like Teresa said, they're very textured, very fuzzy. And so we started watching them, and I was just like, they're so cute. I was charmed. So they're cute animation, cute little jokes. And I just love how each story is just very simple, and you can wrap your head around it. Not unlike the MCU sometimes. Yes, but it's so adorable. And I like some better than others. Like some were a little, maybe too young, but others were just right. Like hit that sweet spot.
Okay.
Richard, what about you?
I love stop motion animation. I worked in stop motion animation, so I know how hard it is and how you got to keep so much detail in your head while doing this. And I love the fact that they were so fluid, and like Teresa was saying, they're so real. If these were 3D animated or just 2D, I'd watch them, but yeah, we wouldn't be doing this episode, I don't think. I just wish they played out more than just SNL sketches, which the SNL sketches never have endings. They just end. If it were me, I would want to, if they had asked me, I would have said, let's have like a little lesson at the end of each one. Nothing too difficult, but sharing, being friends, something to that effect, or just end on a funny button. The humor here is just not the Disney level. But in the end, I had fun watching these. I had a lot of fun.
Now, Jeff Caffrey here in the Sky Chat is saying, Jeff, are you saying that there is a moral to the story?
Like a lesson or a moral.
Right.
Or a moral to the story.
I don't think they really had that, right?
No, that's the problem.
Yeah,
they didn't. They just ended.
They weren't long enough for morals. Like,
Right.
you probably needed like another 30 seconds.
All right, so
Yeah,
instead of
that's
having
true.
5, have like
Well,
3.
Okay, I would argue that there's a moral to the one where Donald wants to eat his cookies before
Yeah.
dinner.
There's a moral to the last one too.
All right, let's. All
I'm
right,
just- and the-
I don't
Actually,
see
wait,
it, but you know what? Let's
wait. We'll get there.
we will get there. Yes. All right. So let's start with the first one according to the playlist on Disney Plus, and that is Starstruck. So in this one, a little girl Bitsy tells Goofy Claus her wish for a great big Christmas tree with a star on top. And Goofy and friends are determined to help make it come true. So that's her wish. She just wants a big Christmas tree with a star on top. Teresa, let's start with Teresa.
Yeah?
She's our guest. What are your thoughts on this one?
Who is Bitsy? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, exactly. Who's Bitsy? She's a
Who's
little girl who
Bitsy?
they didn't give any lines to.
And why do we care about her? And then also, like, just curious, but is this like Max's kid? Because the girl,
yeah.
the mom, kind of looks like the mom or the girlfriend from a
Yes.
Goofy movie. And I'm
Right
like,
here.
who is this kid? And also, why does her mouth not move when she's talking? That was my first thing.
Mhm.
But also, he's positive. Wait, go back.
Oh,
because
okay.
that was the first one. This is
All
one
right,
of
for
the
anyone
things
just
right-
listening to the show and not watching it, we're watching the clips right now.
Yeah, without sound on YouTube.
Right. There's a hot dog on the top of a building, and I'm like, what is that place?
It's a hot dog factory.
But these are the things I'm noticing. I'm like, there's a hot dog up there.
There's a water
What is
tower
that?
with the Santa Mickey hat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We've got the Mickey clock
The
tower.
clock tower, which I've got some points to make about that.
Oh my.
But okay, go on. What else?
Yeah. And so the other thing I've noticed is that for some reason we always give Goofy ladders that don't have a V shape. And also we keep putting Goofy on ladders, which I don't understand.
Once upon a studio, he does it's like
Yes.
the same thing.
Did they not learn anything from that?
Clearly not. So those are my like initial takeaways
Mhm.
was that who is this? Why do we keep doing that? And hot dog.
Well, come on, the hot dog, the first
But
word
they never-
spoken in a Disney short, hot dog.
Hot dog, hot dog, hot dog.
I'm
So
sure.
that's a little Easter egg for the diehard Disney animation fans.
That is funny.
Also, I'm pretty sure light strings don't work that
Oh.
way, but okay.
This is a great shot of the hot dog on top
It's
of
a candy
the building.
cane hot
It's a
dog.
candy cane. That changes everything. Oh my goodness. Oh. All right, since we're
It's
here.
also 5:50
Okay,
Oh.
right now it is 4:50 in the PM.
Oh, wait, isn't that 5?
on the clock.
Yes.
On
Yes.
the Mickey
Oh.
clock, it's 5:50.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's 4:50.
4 is here.
Yes.
4 is there.
And it's
Okay.
so
Five-
when that
and it's
big
close.
hand hits the 12, it's gonna be
Right.
5 o'clock.
Oh, I
Okay,
guess so.
yeah.
I guess it's 4:50.
It is
So what's
closer.
the significance of that?
Nothing.
Are
However,
you sure?
however, it's 4:50 when the short begins, and when the short ends, it's still 4:50 in the PM. How does time work in this village?
Okay, well, this short is 2 minutes
It's 2
long.
minutes, so it should be 4:52. And I noticed that because I had to once animate a clock for a music video.
Oh my
And it was
God.
so painstaking. So you had to know, okay, this is 3 minutes into the video, so it has to start 3 minutes past from the beginning. It's a pain in the rumpus, which is how that I really zeroed in on that.
I don't know. Anyway, little things that adults watching 2-minute shorts
Yeah.
notice.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got so much to say, but including this Bitsy character. You know, is she the daughter of someone on the staff? Let's get rid of her because
Aw.
this short did not include Mickey Mouse.
It didn't.
Why can't Mickey Mouse be that central character there? And he wants the big tree with a star on top. I know this Bitsy character is like the kids in the audience, so she's playing
Yes.
that
Sid.
role. But still, then if she's gonna go there, give her a voice. How hard is it to get Ashley Eckstein on the phone? Say a few lines. How hard
I
is
would have had
that?
to pay. There was like 5 voice actors in this.
Yeah, or each one can do up to 3 voices each voice actor. So have Minnie Mouse voice this character or Daisy. It's anyone, but it was so distracting that Bitsy never smoked. She just spoke in the guttural or Yeah, that really bothered me. Now, going back to the ladder here.
Okay.
I think Donald is force sensitive in this because he feels a tremor in the force as Goofy is climbing the ladder, and he yells, "Look out!" before the ladder even breaks. See right now? See right there? He's saying, "Look out!" before the ladder even broke. So unless Donald had this whole thing rigged. So Goofy would fall. Maybe he's behind all these clumsy antics.
Oh, look at him. He looks a little evil there.
No, I'm sure they didn't make these for the intention of us pulling him apart.
No.
But then don't put hiccups in your shorts, okay?
But this is part of the fun.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it.
What do you got?
Okay, so
give us your reactions on Bitsy.
Okay, well, okay, yeah. Bitsy's mouth not moving totally took me out the first time I watched it. I was like, why is Bitsy's mouth not moving? Why is this what's going on? Oh, they must have cut budget, like only Mickey and Minnie.
That's exactly
So then the second or third time around I'm watching it, I'm like, these outfits are really cute. We've got Goofy in a Goofy Santa outfit, like he's Santa Goofy.
He's Santa Goofy.
Yes, but there's no Mickey Mouse, so I guess Goofy can be Santa at this point. And then Donald, Daisy, and Minnie are all these super cute elf outfits. They're like in green felt kind of, and they're so cute. Like I just love it. And I love how Minnie herself has the polka dots still on her boat, but it's green and red with red polka dots instead of red with white polka dots. So
that's your next Minnie ears. Just wait.
Oh yeah, definitely. So
Disneyland.
I think I would say that these outfits are my favorite out of all the episodes, like for all the characters. Because some of the episodes, not all of them have outfits that change. Like Minnie is in her pink dress in some of the Christmas Eve scenes, and it's like, what's going on, Minnie?
Okay.
So I really think they're really cute. These red and green and gold elf outfits. So and then we already mentioned Goofy Goofs with the ladder. I do think this tree, for a stop motion tree, like what they had to do to create it, it's not a true Christmas tree in that it has branches, but it's like a cone. It's like a green
one of those
cone.
aluminum trees you had in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, but the way they had to make it for the set, it's so cute because it's like little green cone with just like the wrappings around it and like little ornaments stuck on it. So it looks like a tree. Like it looks really great. I just like how they did it like artistically. I would love to have that little tree on my desk.
Maybe they're gonna sell some. If they sold these characters at Disneyland and the sets, take my money.
Okay, but
I'm not buying it if it has Bitsy in it.
All right, now right here we're seeing this red balloon. I think I figured out Bitsy.
Oh, okay.
She's Pennywise.
Oh my god.
She's got the red balloon. It makes sense now. Okay, Bitsy, everything I just said about you, I'm really sorry. I take it back.
All right, I do have a question, though, about this very last part where, okay, they've managed to put the star on top of the Christmas tree using Bitsy's red balloon. However, then Donald is like floating around with a hat. Why does that hat float?
No idea.
What is going on?
No idea.
Okay.
Yeah, this just throws realism out the window, and I don't appreciate that.
And the hat was way too big. It fit him earlier.
Yeah.
So
I was so confused by that. I was like, why is this hat floating? Where did this come from? It's nowhere in the episode.
Right.
Other than right here.
This is a 2-story drop. He's got to hurt his tail feathers on this.
Oh, yes. Well.
Yeah. Unless he had a stunt duck, which, I mean, who knows? Yeah, that hat. Now I'm bothered by the hat.
I know.
You know what? Okay. Want to know what else bothers me about this?
Of course.
Daisy Duck. Why does she not sound like Donald?
Yeah.
All those duck characters should have that little. I can't do that Donald Duck voice, but I wish they'd all sounded like that.
Oh, now we'll never get the star up on the tree.
Daisy's never sounded that way, and neither has Scrooge.
Whenever I see Daisy, it takes me out of her character that she doesn't have that same kind of Donald quality to her voice.
Okay. Well, let us know, Skywalkers, if you're watching. Like, do you like Daisy's voice? Because it also, to me, it sounds a little too close to Minnie actually. Minnie Mouse.
Yeah.
I don't
All
know.
right. Now, Meredith in the Sky Chat is saying about the time. Where is that? Polar Express. It's always 5 minutes to midnight.
Nice.
Well, okay, here it's always 10 minutes to nowhere.
10 minutes to 5.
All right, let's move on to the next short.
Okay.
How to Build a Snowman. Now, in the great tradition of Goofy how-to videos, Goofy sets out to teach viewers how to build a snowman to hilarious and disastrous results. All right, Teresa, what are your comments on this one?
So my first was definitely throwback to the old Goofy how-tos, and I was thinking about the skiing one because I had just watched Christmas with Walt Disney, and so they show the one where he's getting his skis on, and I was like, oh, that's where they took that from. And then this one has the cutest critters, the cutest critters. And then I was like, but wait, why aren't these Chip and Dale? So see, that's where that came in. I was like, they're acting like Chip and Dale. They might as well be Chip and Dale. And then the snowman doesn't have any buttons. Like, he just had eyes and a scarf and a nose, but no buttons. And I was like, that's weird. And then also, these trees are super strong. Like, he bounces off of those things like nobody's business.
It's like those big nets where kids can play catch with themselves. You throw it against that net and it bounces back like a slingshot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
And I really love the animation of the snow.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's just really well done. You know, it's definitely stop motion, but it's very well done. And the textures are super detailed.
Oh, I love textures when it comes to stop motion animation.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
All
yeah,
right.
this one so I'll jump off of this. Yeah, this bunny and squirrel, like, I love them. I love their felt fur look.
Yes.
Like, it's just the best. They're so cute. Aw, and look, when they bump their head, the little acorns are going around it. They're spinning around their heads like, oh, that hurt. But yeah, they're felt fur. And to me, this majorly reminds me of Sleeping Beauty in the forest, like Briar Rose when she's playing with all her animal friends and the little squirrels are jumping in her boots, or his boots, the prince's boots, and the little bunny. No, it's two bunnies in the boots.
I think it's two bunnies.
Yeah, and the squirrel's in his hat with the
Yeah.
little squirrel tail, like, being kind of his feather. Oh my God, I love that so much. So yeah, I love that. I love how this short in particular is very well planned, because it seamlessly switches from the camera mode of Goofy to the cute camera angles to tell the story. Like when Goofy is in the ball, and right there, the ball hits the
Ding, ding,
trees
ding.
like a
Pinball
pinball machine. Exactly. Yeah. And then I echo you, Teresa. The snow is just so pretty. Yeah. Look at that. It's amazing. And then look, it's still recording. Oh, look at that. Whee! Goofy yelling, whooping. Woo! So cute. Oh, and then the snowball comes right at you too. Like, there's some great. This one is really well is it art directed, or what would that be called?
Yeah, that would be art direction.
Not the look. So the camera shots, the planned for the camera.
The cinematography.
Yes, that. I love the cinematography of this short in particular.
Yeah. You know what? I'm right there with you. I love this. I love the beginning shot where Goofy's setting up his camera, and I love the attention to detail. Look at the battery. Look at the indicator. He's got one bar left. He's got maybe 10 minutes to record this. So I don't know how long his past videos have been, but Goofy, you only have so much time to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I love when the bunny and the squirrel come up to the camera. Look at that.
That's so cute.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, so adorable. I wish the bunny had been white, but
he can't stand out against the snow
He'd be blend
that way.
in.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Definitely.
And look at the camera they use. It's like one of those 1980s camcorders.
That's like 10, 15 pounds.
Now, I haven't seen any of the previous how-to Goofy videos. Does he use that same camera type?
You've never seen the the classic?
I'm sure
This
I
is why
have.
we brought you on, Teresa.
Yeah.
Because you have
so you
this
make us feel
knowledge.
bad for what we haven't seen.
So, no, they don't actually do a camera. It's just like, Goofy showing you how to play golf,
okay.
how to play baseball, how to, all the different sports. This is the first time he's actually filming himself.
Okay.
Oh.
So
we get to see the
it's
point of view from
usually
the
just
camera.
a narrator that's, today, Goofy is going to show us how to do X, and then of course he doesn't show you how to do anything except mess it up.
When did these come out? Like, which ones are you referring to?
These have got to be from the 50s, maybe.
Oh, wow. Okay.
50s, 60s, the Goofy how-tos.
Okay, so it's one of those narration voices, which and then this happens when Goofy does this.
Goofy, what are you doing today, Goofy?
Yeah.
Look at the shot right there. Look how he's running to the camera.
Uh-huh.
That is one of my favorite pieces of animation. Now, I've got to know this. How is Goofy mic'd? Because the camera's so far away, I don't see a microphone on the camera, but yeah, his voice quality is perfect. Goofy, how are you mic'd? I've got to know this. Now, this is another one of those situations where this doesn't have an ending. I was kind of disappointed. I was loving this short. In the end, it just ends without any kind of resolution. Now, what if right here when Goofy is rolling in that big snowball, what if Goofy had rolled past Olaf making his own how-to video? That would be perfect. See, you don't always have to have a moral or a lesson, but it's a funny button.
Yeah, so I think it ends kind of the way the old how-tos, but I just looked it up. The first how-to is how to play baseball in 1942.
Yeah,
So
I think I'd
these
seen
go.
that one.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like baseball, swimming, fishing, how to sail, golf, football, just all these things. And they're mostly in the 40s.
Oh, wow. Okay. How cute is that?
Yeah.
Bam. Then it
Okay.
ends with the snowball rolling
into
at the camera.
the lens.
Now, I do have to say, though, this short doesn't end. It continues.
No,
It does. All right, so yeah, this will continue into the next one. However, then just combine the shorts then.
Oh, but
All
that's
right.
no fun.
Yeah, all right. Now, do you have to note this one?
Look at that. Look at that squirrel. He's
This
got.
one is also Mickey Mouseless.
Yes.
Yeah.
They saved Mickey Mouse.
We're saving him.
Okay.
We're saving him.
This
But look
squirrel
at that
is gonna
squirrel
cause me
jump.
nothing but trouble. He's gonna
He's
tell me to
got-
throw away my recorder. All right, let's get out of this one here. All right,
got
let's
distance.
Let's move on to Holiday Hideaway. Now, in this one, Minnie searches for the perfect spot in the cabin to hide the special holiday cookies so the impatient Donald doesn't eat them all before dinner again this year. Is this the year he finally bests Minnie? What do you think, Teresa?
No.
Okay. Maybe we should have prefaced that with spoiler alert. Oh, yeah.
No, I
spoiler
was
alert. We're going to be spoiling all of these.
Yes, we are. Look at this cabin, though. How
That
cute.
is so adorable. Well, there's Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
Hey!
All right, so Teresa, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, one, I was glad to see Mickey because I had noticed that Mickey wasn't there. So I thought this was really cute. I also love the cabin and that we weren't in Mickey's house, but it wasn't until after I watched them the first time that I realized it takes place in the cabin from Mickey Saves Christmas. So it's
The prequel.
Yeah, so it actually goes together, but I didn't realize that. And then also, her hiding places are terrible.
Well, it's a very small cabin and doesn't have a lot of options.
I mean, she says, "Ooh, perfect hiding place under a tree." What? Okay. Also, why are you putting them outside?
Yeah.
And then, of course, I noticed the snowball, which makes an appearance from the previous one. I was like, "Hey, look! I just saw that happen." And then at the end,
There it goes.
there it is. Donald gets excited about eating dinner, and I just want to say, there's a cooked bird on the table.
I didn't
Oh,
think
wow.
about that.
I didn't even notice that.
That's true.
Why
It's
is
a
he
turkey.
excited about eating a fellow fowl? This is what I'm a
Oh,
little
my goodness.
concerned,
Mm.
but sure. Maybe I'm not supposed to notice this.
I didn't even think about that, but wow.
Uh-huh.
You're right. You're right, Teresa.
Mhm.
That's creepy.
Also, Minnie's eyelashes, there are 3,
Mhm.
and she overdid it on the mascara just a smidge.
I have to say, her eyelashes, the ones on her right eye are perfect, but the ones on her left eye are a little like odd. They're a little
Yeah,
wonky.
there's like one that's shorter, and then
Yeah.
like that one's got a tail.
Mm-hmm.
You know when all your friends show up to a party like a half an hour before they should,
Oh.
and you're slapping things on and things together. And
Okay.
You're not looking your
Is
best.
that what happened to Minnie?
Yeah, that's what happened here.
Yeah.
That's the part of the story I wanted to see. When Minnie's in the bathroom, she closes the door, she's just yelling and screaming and throwing things around.
But look at this attention to detail. Their eyelids moving, their mouths, wow. This is some great stop motion. And they got a lot of close up. Ooh. Donald and his angry eyes.
Oh yeah, and they really call attention to the filmmaking style.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let me tag off of this.
Sure.
And go to that first shot of Donald when he first sees the cookies. He's got that optical slash across his eyes.
Oh yes.
Very noir.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. Look at that.
And the texture.
Yes. Oh, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, now let's do the math here.
Okay.
Minnie made 3 cookies.
Uh-oh.
There's 5 of them.
Uh-oh.
Who's gonna be left cookieless?
Well, Pluto, obviously, because
What?
he can't
Why
eat cookies.
Pluto? Why? He's there. He's a beloved character. Don't leave Pluto out.
He has to eat different food.
Yeah, but Goofy's a dog, and he can eat cookies.
All right, now we're getting into a whole conversation about Disney dogs. Okay, Lick.
Well, that conversation hasn't started yet.
The dog on 2 legs and the dog on 4 legs, and how is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
All right, maybe because Donald had so many cookies last year, he gets left out. So that's one
sure,
less.
Sure, I can go with that.
Oh.
Now it looks like Donald's like the ghost face killer from Scream. Whenever you turn around, he's there. How does he keep appearing and reappearing and disappearing? It must be those force-like sensibilities he has.
Maybe it's his hat.
Now, go to that first shot of Minnie wanting to hide the cookies, and she blows that big thing of flour in his face.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. That's another great little filmmaking technique there. And we dissolve away into, and the camera goes out of focus. Like the camera is actually a character.
Yeah, it was cute.
That was very adorable. So this one really called attention to the filmmaking process.
Oh, nice.
There's another one when he comes out of the chimney and it looks like stuffed animal fluff is what comes out of the chimney. It's really cute.
Oh, like the cotton balls. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what they use.
Here, let me hide this on top of the fireplace.
Yeah, stop motion. Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Use cotton as smoke.
Yeah, that was really neat.
Uh-huh.
So nice. All right. Now, I do have to say on a story level, so there's been a lot of times where I'm in the kitchen making something, and Richard comes in and tries to steal something before it is time to eat it. And
let's move on, okay?
And so Minnie is me, and Richard is Donald. Clearly trying to steal my cookies.
Oh, if I could do I do what?
You're trying to steal my cookies.
Guys, I found Chip and Dale.
What? Where?
In that photo on the screen that you have it on right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
There they are.
Pluto, and there's Chip and Dale.
Right below.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, why are they behind like a net?
It's like a window.
Yeah,
like
it's
a
a window.
tic-tac-toe board window.
Yeah. It's like the camera was taking the picture through the window, I guess.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it is. Like they're in Disney jail. All right,
Okay.
hold on. Meredith's got an answer to your question
About
Donald eating the turkey. Ducks are omnivores.
Which means they eat both
Yeah, but are they
They're
cannibals?
omnivores and they're cannibals.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, I do love the callback to Goofy and his snowball from How to Build a Snowman. And like you, Richard, one of the main things that really drew me to this one was those shots of Donald's eyes referencing almost horror films.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah,
So like
those are the
bam,
opticals.
bam, bam.
Look at that.
Yeah, super cool.
Oh. I don't think I've ever seen a Disney short do that.
No.
That's very sinister.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Oh, look at Daisy's eyelashes. I hadn't looked at hers.
Oh yeah.
She's ready for the night out.
Yeah. It's so cute. Yeah.
And
And now in this one, I do have to say that Mickey is the only one with a Christmas sweater. Everyone else has like Christmas, like things for outside. What is those called? Hats and scarves.
Scarves
Thank
and
you.
hats.
Yes, but they didn't change their outfits. So Minnie's in her pink dress, Donald's in his blue little thing. Yeah.
So it's kind of like just iterations of the regular outfits.
Yeah.
Except for Mickey.
Yeah. Mickey's got his nice green sweater, which he wears later, and a different short.
And
too.
shorts.
Yeah. Shorts.
He's wearing shorts.
Wow, you're right.
And then in the end, Minnie pulls one over on Donald and says, "Hey, these were rubber cookies." So why didn't she just tell him this in the beginning? Go ahead and have a cookie. You know what? I didn't make any cookies, Donald. I didn't make any. So that way he's going to stop asking. It's like when a little kid wants something, you just tell him it's not here. We don't have it. So he stops asking.
It just makes him mad.
Yeah.
They're aggravating.
He's already mad.
Yeah, he's mad all the time.
Yeah. Angry bird. All right, let's move on now.
Angry bird! That's funny. Okay.
Hey, we should make a game out of that.
Someone should.
Now let's move over to Slip and Sleigh. I love that title. All right, in this one, baby reindeer Jingle and Jolly accidentally break Santa's sleigh on Christmas Eve. Mrs. Claus gives Santa an early present, a new sleigh. However, things get jingled up when Santa doesn't know how to operate this new state-of-the-art vehicle. All right, Teresa, what do you got for this one?
Typical man. Doesn't read the instructions. Just takes the toy and runs with it. Jingle and Jolly are the cutest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And I would like stuffed animals of them. Also, this sleigh came from one of the Santa Claus movies.
Oh.
I don't know which one, but it did because, or is it Elf? Whatever. Maybe it's Elf that they put like the rocket pack on the back of the sleigh.
Right.
Maybe it's Elf.
Maybe it's Christmas Chronicles with Ego.
Oh, right.
Kurt Russell.
But
This new sleigh.
It has a popcorn maker and a disco ball, which I need both things.
Oh, this sleigh's a pod racer.
And a hot chocolate there.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, Santa has magic eyebrows. And
You're taking all of my comments.
What do you mean by magic eyebrows? Wait a minute.
I
what?
want to know what happens if the sleigh self-destructs.
Wow, are you looking at my notes?
No, I literally, I actually wrote notes.
All right, so watch this. Some reason the sleigh has got a beard trimmer.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, watch it pop up. It's gonna shave off his eyebrow, and
Oh, that's
there it
right.
goes. But hold on. Did he really lose an eyebrow?
Wait for it.
Nope, there
it is.
It grew right back. Santa's got those Chia Pet eyebrows. It grows very quickly.
Oh.
All right, so now I gotta ask. We started this conversation about Disney dogs.
Oh,
Sarah
yes.
said that Mrs. Claus and Santa are dogs. They're dog characters.
They're dog characters.
Why are they dog characters? What makes you think these are dog characters?
If you're asking me, so to me, they remind me of, oh my gosh, the movie with Max and Goofy.
The Goofy movie.
The Goofy movie, yes. That basically Max is a dog, and then he has a crush on this girl who basically has this. She looks like a human, but with this dot in the middle of her face, and I guess she's supposed to be like a goofy dog. Yeah, and it's just the weirdest thing. It just creeps me out. And so here we have the same thing. We have Santa. Their snouts are not long enough to be dogs, and yet they have these little button noses, dog noses.
You can kind of see ears in the back. I actually wrote that down, what kind of animal are they? Because I thought of the Goofy movie too, and I thought they were also dogs.
Okay.
Why can't they be humans? Santa and Mrs. Claus are humans.
Yeah.
What gives?
I wish they were human because this just looks odd.
Yeah, those chipmunk noses or dog noses, I guess.
Well,
it just doesn't look right.
The problem is their snouts aren't long enough to be actual dog snouts.
Right.
Because if you look at dogs, mostly they have long.
But their dog nose is like Pluto's nose. It's kind of like a little thing that sticks off his face.
But it's Santa and Mrs. Claus. They're not dogs. They're people. They are people.
I know.
There's not people in Mickey's world, though.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
All right.
Okay.
Are you right about? Oh, Bitsy. What was Bitsy?
She's a dog.
Oh, right, because she had the nose too. See?
She's a dog, just like her mom in the background is also a dog, but has normal hair.
That's stupid. All right, Sarah, go back about 10 seconds here.
Okay.
All right. Do you notice that when Mrs. Claus radios for the new sleigh and it comes sliding in,
Okay.
Santa pushes her out of the way so he can hop in.
What?
Oh yeah. Okay, watch this. Watch
Okay,
it.
we're
It's
watching.
coming. When it comes sliding in.
Okay, here she goes.
Watch this. Santa.
Radioing.
Oh, and he pushes her out of the way.
Wow.
Oh, let me in. It's like when Han and Leia are racing to the Millennium Falcon when they're trying to escape Echo Base, and and Han Solo pushes Leia up against the landing ramp.
Okay.
He pushes her up against the wall.
Oh my.
I think that was a little Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher play thing,
Probably.
but that's Han Solo. But now is Santa Claus a dog and Han Solo?
Yeah,
Yeah, as Meredith says in the Sky Chat, you gotta put Santa on the naughty list. Wow.
This sleigh knew there was going to be 2 deer in there because it had perfect size seatbelts.
It did.
Now you are right about the whole guy thing. It's like, oh no, when it comes to manuals, no, don't worry, we can do it.
There's the manual.
We can do it. We're fine.
That's the smallest manual I've ever seen in my life.
Look at how cute
Yeah.
this shot is.
Oh, that is very, very cute.
Look at their faces.
I know. A little baby deer.
Yeah, when Mrs. Claus tries to hand Santa the manuals, he accidentally hits that thruster. Oh, sorry. I wish I could read those manuals, but I can't. Now, like you were saying earlier, Teresa, this sleigh has got a self-destruct button.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it have a self-destruct button? There's
That
a lot of questions in these.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless maybe they're thinking ahead and maybe the Grinch is going to commandeer it and they got to blow it up.
Oh, good point.
So that's the only reason why.
Why did it poop out a wreath, too?
Oh, puts in on the naughty list.
Yeah. All right. And do I have to
That's
say
Meredith.
it? This one is also Mickey Mouse-less.
It is. Okay, I have some notes, though. Santa swears by saying jingle bells. Jingle bells.
Jingle bells.
Oh, jingle bells.
And I do like that Mrs. Claus is the tech one. This speaks to me. Like, this would be the same thing.
Oh, this is you and I all over again.
Yeah. Richard is like, I'll drive this car. And I'm like, but you need the manual.
No, I don't.
Crash.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hit the gas pedal. Sorry. Oh, that last shot was 2D animation.
Oh,
of
really?
the sleigh backing up.
Cool.
And then taking off. That was 2D animation.
All right. But I do have to say, another fun thing is to look at the details of the garage and like the little hidden Mickeys you see. Like there's a little hidden Mickey in the woodwork right here.
Ooh.
And then the wallpaper has these cute silhouettes of reindeer. So it's really fun to just pause, look around at the details of a room. The lighting is really nice. Oh yeah, there. See the reindeer? You can see that really well. So I just think they did a very good job of the art direction on this one.
Oh yeah.
But overall, yes, Mickey, Santa, and Mrs. Claus kind of disturbing with their.
This one
with
has
their
a
noses.
moral. Read the manual.
Yes, it does.
All right, you proved us wrong. All right, let's get to the last one here. Up All Eve. Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, and Pluto, they want to stay up past bedtime so they can be awake to surprise Santa, or as Goofy says, Santy. But when Santa comes down the chimney, who's going to be awake? All right, Teresa, take us home with this one.
So the first thing I noticed is the stockings on the fireplace. And at first, I didn't know who the pride stocking was for, but there's only one character that it can be for, and that's Goofy.
Really?
Because the others, so if you look, you've got Daisy, you have Donald, Mickey, and Minnie.
Mm-hmm.
Pluto's not going to have a stocking, so the only person that could be for is Goofy. So what have we just learned about Goofy?
You just uncovered a mystery.
Yeah, because everyone wonders who's Max's mom, which I guess is still a mystery. But wow.
So I thought that was interesting. And then also, I'm just like, bang a pot at me to keep me awake, and I will literally throw something at you.
I will throw one of those rubber cookies at you.
There's a hidden Mickey in the chimney that I noticed of the fireplace, which I
Okay.
thought was pretty cool. And then I'm like, you know what? Pluto's smart. He's like, I'm going to rest for a little while. And then I'll be able to be up when Santa gets here. And that's the moral of the story. Do what Pluto does, because he's smarter than all of you.
Pluto was thinking ahead.
Now, is that a
He
moral
was.
or a lesson? I
Either.
think it's both.
Yeah.
Sure. So
Okay.
yeah, the hidden Mickey for in the fireplace, you can't see it yet, but it's when you see a wider shot on the
Right.
fireplace.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
in the fireplace. And Pluto doesn't fit in that bed.
No, it looks very uncomfortable.
Well,
I
dogs
remember
curl
watching
up
that.
when they go to sleep.
Yeah, this just they didn't curl him up very
Yeah,
well.
Yeah. All right, Pluto. Maybe you need a bigger bed for Christmas.
Yeah, poor Pluto.
Now that record player was right next to Pluto's head, but in the next shot,
Oh, you're
it's right in
right.
the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Unless they have 2 record players. Wow, Mr. Big Shot
Oh.
Rockefeller over there, they got 2 record players.
Ooh.
That is big time stuff here.
Aw. Oh,
Don't
there's
do
banging
it.
the pans.
Don't do it.
Mickey banging the pans.
No, I love the shot of Mickey when Mickey goes down.
Uh-huh.
and Goofy Pluto's trying to wake him up.
Yeah.
And Mickey slaps his nose like an alarm clock.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
5 more minutes, Pluto. That's hilarious.
It's so cute.
Yeah, we can all
There it
relate
is.
with that one. There, yeah, the
Oh.
record player now is in the center of the room.
Yeah, the record player, and then up above there's a Mickey in the fireplace stone.
Oh, there
Very,
it is.
very top. Oh,
Yeah. So
Very
one
cute.
by one, they all go down. See, this is what happens, Minnie, when you give them all turkey. They trip out on tryptophan.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh, there's dog Santa Claus.
There's,
Yep, scary
and
Santa.
Why doesn't he have his glasses? Santa should always have his glasses.
yeah. Mrs. Claus had glasses.
Yeah.
But not Santa.
Guess he got some
See, but this is how you know he's a dog. He has the same nose as Pluto.
Yeah.
Come on, look at this. And Mickey hits his
5
nose.
more minutes.
5 more minutes, Pluto. That's hilarious. Now, Santa gives Pluto, look at that bone, that
Oh,
candy
yeah.
cane bone. I got to admit, that bone looks good.
Mm-hmm.
That bone looks very good.
It's rubber. It squeaks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
I did notice that.
Now, I love the last shot when you see all 6 of them, and Minnie wishes everyone a Merry Christmas. Look at that. That's a classic. That's a classic shot right there.
That's a Christmas card right there.
Yes, it is.
And Sarah, what did she say?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Oh, boy.
I don't think I was ready for that high of a voice. Oh, there we go. Okay. I had to warm up.
Yeah, but you know what? You hit it home once again.
Okay. Now, let's look at all their outfits because this is Christmas Eve. Shouldn't we all be in theme? But no, only Mickey has his green Christmas sweater and everyone else just has their hats.
Regular outfit.
Their regular outfits just with some extras. Yeah, I'm a little upset.
The wardrobe department was falling short on this
You know
one.
what? They needed pajamas.
Yes.
Like,
with the feet in them.
Yes, like they have in Wreck-It Ralph 2 where they have the princesses
Yeah,
all in their
on the
cute
comfy
little
gear.
comfy PJs. How cute would it have been to see like Christmas PJs in their colors? Like, oh,
That would have been very cute.
I would have loved
But
that.
they already had these models.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
to put
well,
new
I know,
sets
I
of
know.
clothes on them.
Yeah. All right. So now I do have. Oh, and also Mickey's outfit is a lot like the old Disneyland Christmas costumes, the holiday costumes.
Oh, yeah.
That they had. They just changed them this year, but if you look at previous pictures from like the past 10 years, Mickey and Minnie have green Christmas sweaters with the snowflakes on them.
Oh, with a big red scarf?
Yeah,
Oh.
I believe so. Yeah,
Aw.
but definitely red bottoms, the green top. It's so cute. Yeah. All right, and then I really love the relatability of this particular tale because this is every kid's dilemma on Christmas Eve, right? they want to see Santa. I'm like, I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stay up, and then they all end up falling asleep.
Yeah, 7:30 they're out.
Mhm.
Because they're all eating sugar cookies and peppermint whatever they have available, bones, and the sugar rush just knocks them right out.
They didn't leave cookies and milk for Santa.
No,
No,
but they
oh,
left
man.
Pluto to say hi and give him puppy kisses.
Well, they didn't really intend for that to happen. That just happened.
I guess.
Yeah. They didn't leave cookies. I would have loved
And
to
they
have
have
seen that.
cookies from the other episode.
Oh, yeah. Well, unless they ate them all.
All right. So, you know, it's they didn't really hit home with these, I guess, with all these little plot holes. But
So
out
many
of
plot holes.
yeah, out of 1 to 5 Christmas cookies, I would give this a 4.3 Christmas cookies.
Like the whole thing?
The whole series
Oh,
together.
okay.
The whole series. So,
Yeah.
which is pretty high, considering
high.
all the little hiccups we found.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I just remembered Bitsy. I'm gonna give it a 3.8.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
3.8.
3.8. Sarah?
Oh my. Okay. Well, I see it like I know the stories are kind of simple, but like the animation here is top notch, and I love all the detail that it took to create them and the little eye movements and everything like that. And
That takes a
so
lot of work.
I'm gonna give it a 4.8.
Okay,
Ooh.
all right. Teresa.
And so before I give it my cookie score, I went through the voice actors. So we have Bill Farmer as Goofy, who's been Goofy for forever. Tony Anselmo, who's been Donald Duck forever. And then Deborah Wilson is Daisy Duck, and she has been Daisy for a while now. But she's also done Star Wars. She was in Young Jedi Adventures, and she's done Star Wars video games and other stuff. So that's cool. Brett Ewan, who's been Mickey for a long time now, and then Caitlin Roebuck, who's been Minnie Mouse for a long time. So I was like, okay, they brought in their A-listers.
The A-team,
So that was good. And then the voices for Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus are the same people that they used on the 2022 Mickey Saves Christmas. So I was like, well, that's good because they continued that. So I would say like 4.5 cookies for sticking with it.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. Bitsy
love it.
really took a dive here. She brought the whole thing down. She brought my score way down.
If only they had nixed Bitsy and had more Mickey.
Then I would have seen it as more of a 4.69.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right there. So after all this, Teresa, which one was your favorite?
Ooh, I think the snowman one.
I'm gonna second that because it has bunnies.
Uh-huh.
And it's really funny, and I love the way that they animate Goofy running over to the camera trying to set it back up. Animation was top notch, and I've always loved Goofy the most. So this is my favorite.
And that would be my favorite too, because of the little animals. Not only did they remind me of Sleeping Beauty, they also remind me of that skating scene from Bambi, even though they weren't skating or anything, but it's out in the snow. It's the traditional Christmas thing as well. So I really loved that.
All right, now let's move on to the 2009 documentary Christmas with Walt Disney. And before it appeared on Disney Plus last week, I didn't know this existed. This was so fun. What a great documentary. And this was narrated by Diane Disney Miller and created for the Walt Disney Family Museum. Now, this documentary features home movies of the Disney family at holiday time, along with sequences from Disney Christmas cartoons and television shows, and directed by Don Hahn. All right, initial thoughts time. Teresa, what's your initial thoughts on this documentary?
I thought it was really fun. I enjoyed watching it and seeing the home video clips. I enjoyed when Diane would come in and have her commentary about how things were at Christmas at her house and things that from their real life that influenced the way that he would do things either in film or in the parks. And learning that it was an exclusive for the Disney Family Museum, like it was actually like narrated by is it
Diane Disney Miller?
Well, no. The guy that helped create it, Dan Hahn.
Don Hahn.
Don Hahn at the actual museum, he would narrate it.
Oh.
Wow.
And kind of guide people through it. So, and plus you got to see all these clips from these, whatever it was, World of Disney or whatever on TV, before I was born, things that I'd never seen before. And so I just thought the whole thing was really cute. And then they interspersed things from movies or from, TV shorts. It was really entertaining. And I like documentaries, so I thought that was really nice.
Yeah. Oh, this must have been an editor's dream to put together all these Christmas clips from so many so many
Different
different eras and films and shorts and home movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
So much content to go through, but it must have been so much fun.
Yeah, and
All right.
I was gonna mention my favorite part, but actually Meredith just brought it up in the Sky Chat. And does it tell the lady Hatbox story? And I didn't realize that that was actually a true story, and that's how they got their Chow puppy. Is that Walt did this for Lillian, and he boxed a Chow puppy in a hat box, and then it became a part of Lady and the Tramp. So that's actually, it's like, ta-da.
Yeah, that would have
Cohesive.
to be my favorite story as well because, because Lillian Disney, she was
That's
not.
his wife.
Yeah, that's Walt Disney's wife was not into dogs, and so like Disney was like, I want a dog. How can I make this work? So he put a little puppy in a hat box for her to open on Christmas.
Well,
And
if she
ever
doesn't like
since-
dogs,
Yeah.
she's watching the wrong films. Apparently, everything's a dog.
That's true. But yeah, so oh my gosh, the Lady and the Tramp story is real.
Yeah, and that's one of my favorite parts about this: the integration of how real life events triggered cartoon moments.
Yes.
Like the ice skating and the skiing mishaps, and they would cut to Walt falling and then Goofy falling and the family sleigh ride that turned into the film Once Upon a Winter Time. I love seeing the inspiration for future films and gags that were actually things that happened in their family.
Yeah, in fact, because you're talking about it, let me just share at the end they do a fantastic montage of all of this together. So let's just watch that really quick because it's like right here. Here's a Disney short.
Oh.
There's Diane with the Chow puppy. Oh,
Winking at the camera, and there she is again. Oh, look at that.
And then this is from Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Walt Disney with Mickey on the train at Disneyland. More Diane as a little girl. And then again back to Fantasia.
Of course, because it's the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy.
I love
this
it.
is so well edited.
Yeah.
I love great editing in a documentary.
It's so beautiful.
How did we never see this before now?
This particular, I don't know.
This documentary?
Yeah. Did
Because
you see it?
because you could only see it if you did the tour at the Walt Disney Family Museum. So it wasn't even available. So this is the first time it's ever been available to the public.
Okay, yeah. I like in the intro to this, I mentioned that it was created for the Disney Family Museum. I didn't know it just stayed there, lived there.
It lived there. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, look at this. Look at the integration with all these clips.
Yeah, and I learned stuff. Like I didn't
Oh, yeah.
know that he did all of the like essentially marketing and pageantry for the Olympics. Like I didn't for some reason I didn't know that,
Oh,
which I
yeah.
thought was amazing. And it was one of the first times that Ron Miller actually helped him with stuff, which I thought was awesome. Also, can I just say the Three Caballeros are on a comeback because they were even in this. Which I just thought was so great. And then talking about that trip they took to South America. And so all these things that I've seen research on or done research on and, just kind of all in this like little Christmas thing. And then also they talk about things that they were doing in the parks that still exist. The candlelight processional at Disneyland still happens. I think it actually just happened.
Happened
did.
last weekend
This
with
past
Brie
weekend.
Larson.
Yep.
Yep. And then also how that has matriculated over into Epcot, and Ashley Eckstein got to narrate the candlelight processional just this past weekend as well.
Yeah.
She was called like at the very last minute, had like 2 hours to get ready and went and did that. So it's just interesting how some of these things are still happening. But then also it's crazy how the characters have changed because there's this scene from a parade with Grumpy and he's like an inflatable head.
It's a big rubber head, and he's sticking his nose into kids' faces. Like
so weird.
Grumpy.
Like,
let's lay back on that, okay?
And then we all know the dancing reindeer and the Christmas parade. They
Oh,
began way back when,
yeah.
which is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we get. You know what? Let's jump to the parade.
Okay.
Shall we?
Okay.
We get a lot of comments on tons of stuff, but since we're talking about the parade here, this is a.
This was a Christmas parade. Now, I don't remember what year this was. Maybe it says in the clip.
I'm guessing
Early
maybe
60s, probably.
Yeah, or late 50s. It's hard to say. Now, this parade that we're watching right here was this like a one-time thing? Because this is very involved, or was this something that happened every night? 'Cause that's a big undertaking.
Well, because he talks about the fact that patrons at Disneyland seem to know about this parade. And then he talks about, like, make sure you get a seat on the curb when you come. And this pageantry from all over the world with all of these countries.
Keeping
like,
traditions and
Epcot,
customs alive.
Epcot,
Exactly.
Epcot.
Yeah.
But then also just that he had the forethought to do this even back then, which I thought was really interesting. And there's a bear.
Yes.
Yeah,
like
there's a lot of
live
live
bear.
animals. There's a lot of live
Yeah,
animals.
there's
here.
camels.
Things you
Yeah,
could
the
not
bears.
do today.
Yeah.
Live
Oh yes. That's a big thing about this. Things you couldn't do today, such as that gag with Goofy when he's trying to fix his car and he bends over and a big fireball shoots him right in the butt.
No.
How many complaints would Disney get if they still did that?
Mm-hmm.
Too many of them. Now, do they do this kind of thing at Epcot? 'Cause this is a great theme. Christmas all over the world.
They don't, but I mean, they don't do a parade, but they do
Right.
have Christmas in the different
okay.
countries.
Yes.
So, in a way they do. It's like taking the inspiration of things that he did and putting it, using
Yeah.
it again. Obviously, it's not the same. I mean, they don't have the band sitting out there on the curb anymore.
No.
Right. Now, here's something you'll never see at Disney parks. A representation of Palestine.
Right?
Yeah, you're not going to see that anymore. And these guys right over here.
Oh my gosh,
these
Switzerland's
white,
St. Nicholas.
Yeah, these white robed figures.
They look like they walked out of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
They look a lot like a certain white supremacy organization.
Yeah. They would not do that now.
No, look at this guy pulling a log.
Those are
Yule log.
He's
Robin
pulling a
Hood.
log.
There's some Robin
And,
Hood
and these guys are carrying a pig head.
Yep.
Oh
It's
my
not
goodness.
real.
Let me take a picture of it.
Yeah. Let me traumatize my kids. And look at this guy here. This guy got a bad sunburn.
Finland's old
Face
man
is-
Christmas.
This guy could care
Norway's a
less.
goat. He's got a
He doesn't
goat.
want- look at
Oh my
that-
gosh, this poor. What is that?
That animal,
Oh, look at this
that-
girl's the best.
Very cute.
That was my
yes.
favorite girl.
Yeah.
Where's the bear?
Oh,
The bear's coming.
There.
I believe it's
Yeah.
well. Oh,
okay.
we got
All right,
Mexico.
now here's Mexico. Great.
Hey,
I love it. But what is that right there? It's a Santa pinata.
Yeah.
Kids, don't hit Santa with a stick. Don't do it.
Oh, I love this. He goes, China. That's it. That doesn't say anything else.
Now look at this guy
And
right over
Japan.
here in the middle. Is that Stitch?
No, that's a
That's Stitch.
no.
And
That's
there's Hey Hey.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, and China. Moving right along.
yeah. Japan.
Next.
Japan's next.
Japan.
Yes. Yeah, there we go.
A lot of things that would be changed today.
What is that stuffed elephant?
little
I don't
kid Santa.
know.
Funny.
It's very
Yeah,
odd.
there's a lot of live animals. Look at
There
this
we go.
bear.
There's
Here's
the
the-
bear.
Oh,
Look,
this is
he
gonna
almost
attack
died.
children.
Disneyland is always happy to hold open house for these representatives.
Yeah,
Aw.
not for these llamas and bears.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But are they llamas or alpacas? Unsure. And here are
Uh,
the three wise men. When did we start having Jesus stuff?
Oh, the whole Christmas Carol. What is the
The
At the-
candlelight processional. I
candlelight
know that. I'm
processional
just-
is very, very
Oh, it is. It is, and I've seen
Christian.
it. I just think it's funny because it's like,
yeah.
All right, now the whole parade, that's a whole conversation in itself.
Right.
But other than going past that, I thought it was really heartwarming to see Walt enjoying life and time with his family
Mhm.
and the valued moments with his daughter. As busy as this guy was running an empire, a studio, a theme park, he still had time for his children and his family. And that wasn't just for the cameras. As soon as the camera stopped rolling, he's like, okay, girls, I gotta get to work. Bye.
Oh yeah.
These were very genuine moments.
well, and Diane talks about them watching the parade from the windows of the apartment.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that they were there a lot and actually being in there. And I've been in there and that place is small. But, you can imagine as little kids getting front row tickets to everything happening in Disneyland just by living in this little small tiny apartment with a bathroom.
Right. And it's Walt's apartment above the firehouse. So you're right
Yes.
on Main Street there, right on the hub. Yeah. So amazing.
So
All right,
Meredith is saying in the Sky Chat, live bears go to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, she's making a crack because there was a live bear.
A live bear.
The news.
Okay.
Like they had to close down for the morning or
There were
something.
live bears and streakers.
Bears. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
They didn't close down Small World for that, though. They just
Maybe they should have
escorted
and
the
just
dude out.
scrubbed the place out.
Oh,
Let's get some sanitizing
goodness.
agents in there.
Yeah.
All right. Now, one of my favorite clips, go back to the very beginning here.
Okay.
Yeah, is when you have Walt and Santa standing up against a blue screen.
Oh, yeah.
To make them look like they're on Main Street. And when a kid goes running up to Santa and Walt and asks for Santa's autograph, what does Walt say? Make sure you spell it right. Why would Santa not know how to spell his name? Give him some credit. That seemed like an improv moment there.
Well, and then Santa says, "You have all year," like for like Walt's autograph.
Yeah, I just thought that was a moment that maybe should have been left on the editing room floor, because give Santa some credit. Santa knows how to spell his name.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Even this Santa Claus is not even wearing glasses.
Oh.
Oh, man. And those people in the background. There's a director there saying, guys, just look into the camera.
I love this shot so much. It's so funny.
What are some of your other favorite clips from this documentary, Teresa?
There's just so many good ones.
Yeah.
But yes, definitely the skiing, because they were talking about going skiing. And then we get that how-to of Goofy and, needing to put his pants on and getting his skis stuck in his pants. And it's just like, Goofy, come on. Take your foot out of the ski, put on your pants, let's go.
That was very cute, though.
Yeah. And I'm just so happy that Walt had the foresight to record Christmas mornings. I know your dad did.
Oh, yeah. There's a ton of Christmas mornings.
Oh,
My
boy.
parents did too.
Really?
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Mhm. I have a video of I opened my pajamas and they were Care Bear pajamas. And you can just hear me saying in my little tiny Teresa voice saying, put on. And I'm just running around with the pajamas saying, put on. And then they literally stripped me down to my diaper in the video and put on the Care Bear pajamas. And then my brother got the He-Man like castle that had like the thing where
Castle
you
Grayskull.
put your hand in the like drag whatever. And my brother is like rah, 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 in this video.
Wow.
Now, I've got tons of Polaroids.
Okay.
But
Not the
back
video.
then, no.
Well, be
no.
lucky.
I'm very,
because
very happy about that.
I remember these mornings, my mom would be like, I'd be like, I want to open presents. And my mom would be like, oh, no, we got to have the Christmas meal, the breakfast. And so she's like making
never.
this 40. And I'm like, but I want to open up the thing. And my dad's like, no. We got to set up the camera. And I'm like, but I want to open. No. Wait, it's not working. I got to change the battery. Like, it was all this whole like rigmarole. Finally, 2 hours after I wake up, I'm finally opening all these presents. But it was okay.
Getting to hair and makeup and costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you have siblings, you can't really, it's harder to control, you know?
Yes,
So
I know.
we always opened before we ate.
Richard said that, he and his sister would just basically go and like the
Yeah.
wrapping would be flying everywhere.
Wake my mom up. She's like,
Yeah.
all right, let's hit it. Let's go.
Yeah.
First we open up the stockings. Yeah. Then it'd be like the Tasmanian devil with
Mhm.
wrapping paper flying everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'd always want that wrapping paper to stay on the floor until like New Year's.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's like Chris.
You still want that now.
Yeah.
And I want to clean up.
Oh, no.
My
come on.
mom saves all the bows, and then my grandparents would actually, any wrapping paper that wasn't ripped to shreds, they would refold to use again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not mine. Mine would be ripped to shreds. Back then, we didn't have a Star Wars wrapping paper, so I just ripped it to shreds. And I wanted Christmas morning to last all week long, so I didn't want anyone cleaning up. My grandma was like, oh, we got to clean up. No. She'd be loading up the trash bag. I'd be taking things back out again.
My grandpa was king of the trash bags. He'd start walking around, you know.
That's my grandmother. Now, one of my favorite clips is that morning when the girls, the two Disney daughters, look outside and they see this new playhouse that wasn't there the night before, and there's a shot of the two of them just booking it out there.
That's so cute.
That is so adorable. The fact that maybe Walt had like cameraman everywhere. I want to get coverage on this.
It had a phone.
Yeah, they had a phone in there, and it rings, and it's Santa Claus.
Did they have running water too?
They had running water,
said, yeah.
and it had a running phone. And it probably had Wi-Fi. But there's Santa Claus calling in, hey, how do you like your playhouse?
That's amazing.
Oh my goodness. That's a Christmas morning.
I had a Christmas morning like that when I got like the Barbie dream house. And it was all built with all the stories and everything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, see, my mother would build this stuff as well because she knew that I didn't have the patience to look through manuals and I'd just be clobbering things together. So she built it for me.
One of the things, going back to the special, I love all the nostalgic stuff for Disney and Diane Disney Miller and all of that. But like the fact that they included these commercials that were with the
Johnson
Walt
& Johnson,
Disney,
and
the Coca-Cola. So like this one in particular just cracked me up, and it just speaks so much to like the time of the 50s and 60s. So like here we have a Santa Claus, and when millions of American homes, large and small, you have this narration, pause and refresh themselves with the wholesome, delicious goodness of ice cold Coca-Cola. and out pops this beautiful woman with like a tiny short little skirt offering this Coca-Cola beverage to the viewer.
Now, they always say from Coca-Cola and your Coca-Cola bottler. Well, why the bottler?
I don't know.
Why are they involved in this?
But
just say Coca-Cola. You don't need to say the bottler. How about the drivers?
Yeah. So anyway, I love that they included some of those old-time commercials too to really get you in the mood.
Yeah, it really does. Now, there's one part where they're showing during World War II. And the Army commandeered the Disney studios, which I'm sure that sounds vaguely familiar, but it really hammered it home that they took over. The studio manager calls Disney, hey, guess who just showed up in these tanks? I'm sure they didn't roll up in tanks, but they commandeered these studios, and it doesn't look like it was a request. It looked like it was more of a takeover. And even in the clips that you do see, Walt doesn't look too happy about this.
No, and actually that did happen. And also going on at a similar time were the strikes that were going on for Disney. It was all happening around the same time, which is why we ended up we didn't have any films coming out. We had a bunch of shorts. And then that's also how you ended up getting Saludos Amigos and The Three Caballeros. And those
wasn't it Make
films,
Mine Music as well?
Make Mine Music was another one as well. And because they were originally released as shorts, individual shorts, and then they got put together into films. And the trip to South America was a part of an effort to try to bridge the gaps having to do with the war and other things that were going on. But yes, no, that actually did happen. There was like a whole thing. And Disney produced all of the propaganda for the war. So they went from making cartoons about like happy things to cartoons about war.
Yeah, don't we see some
training videos? They did training videos.
Yeah,
as
they
well.
did that. Yeah.
Some videos with like Donald and Goofy holding like Uzis and machine guns or whatever guns they had back then.
Oh wow, I don't remember that.
There was definitely like, it was kind of how like NASA in the 60s used Woody Woodpecker.
Right. Oh yeah, like all the Warner Brother cartoons.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny would hold like a big shotgun up to the enemies.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, not anymore. All right, so this documentary, I would give 10 Mickeys out of 10 Mickeys.
Oh yeah.
I had
I would agree.
much fun with this.
I think every Disney fan should watch this
Yes.
around the holidays, if only to just get a little piece of history with their holidays.
Yeah, and very true. The way they integrate all of the Disney clips is just perfect. Now I want to see an updated version.
Yeah.
Right.
This is what, 14 years ago now.
Yeah,
I think-
but be careful because they might put Bitsy in it.
All right, we're done. We're done with that. You know what? You brought the whole thing down. Let's just wrap this up, okay? Because I don't want to live in a world where we have a sequel to a beautiful documentary and you ruin it with Bitsy. All right. With that, Teresa, tell people where they can get a hold of you on social media and tell you that your ideas are horrible.
The best place is Instagram. It's Ice Cold Penguin. I'm Ice Cold Penguin on everything, but if you want to chat or DM me or you have anything that you'd like to say, I can be found there. And I'll be posting my advent calendar.
Yay! And we love to see that.
All right, with that, we all got to say Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
I don't know, it's what we were saying. To all a good night.
That wraps up episode 444 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We want to thank Teresa Delgado for coming on the show and sharing her thoughts on the new Disney Plus content. Lots of fun. And please, someone tell us, what is up with Bitsy?
Tell us about Bitsy!
Should she stay or should she go? And we want to thank all you Skywalkers for always showing up when we do these last-minute spontaneous recordings.
Yes.
Much appreciated, and weighing in on the Sky Chat.
And please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Skywalking Through Neverland, so you can get those notifications and join us too. We love chatting with you guys on the fly.
Interested in our books, Skywalking Through Our Fandom, Through Your Fandom, and Today in Star Wars Histories Part 1 and 2? Well, you can meet us up at Pasadena Comic-Con on Sunday, January 28th in Pasadena, California. We'll still have some of our holiday specials going on.
Ooh, yes. All right, would you like to support Skywalking Through Neverland? You can consider supporting us through the Skywalking Force, our Patreon. The Skywalking Force has access to bonus content, but it will also, this time of year, be receiving our holiday cards. So, woohoo! We are so excited. We're about to send out our holiday cards. We don't want to show them.
Okay.
I did show a little sneaky preview on patreon.com of what they may look like. Not a full view, but it's a tease. And we are so excited about that. Also, you do get coupon codes to use for our books. And this bonus content begins at only $5 a month. So head to skywalkingforce.com, have a look at the options available. And we want to thank you so much to those of you who are part of the Skywalking Force.
Oh, we want to thank also Small World Vacations for their continued support. Thinking of a trip to a Disney park? Well, you can fill out a Get a Quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. Their vacation planning service is free. Yes, free of charge. So check it out and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you. Now, Sarah, get ready for this.
Okay.
We are part of the Skywalking Network.
Skynet.
Where you can find other great shows like Talking Apes,
the Max Effects Podcast,
the Neverland Clubhouse,
Totally Tell Me Everything,
Star Warsologies,
and the YouTube shows Collectopolis and
Today in Star Wars History.
As a reminder, the Neverland Clubhouse and Totally Tell Me Everything, all back episodes can now be found on the Skywalking Through Neverland podcast feed and YouTube channel.
Now, if you want to get a hold of us on social media, we are at Skywalking Pod for Twitter and Instagram. And if you want to email us, well, go ahead at share@skywalkingthrough.neverland.com. That's also where they can send their 10th anniversary messages if they already haven't.
Yeah.
Now, don't forget to stick around for bloopers and other fun bits that didn't make it into the show. And
always remember
to curse that Bitsy.
And
Neverland on Alderaan. Who's that right there? Who's that?
Oh, yes. I bet Lisa recognizes
yes, that styrofoam Santa is older than Sarah and Teresa combined.
All right, these kids come up, ask for Santa's autograph.
And before this shot, it was snowing. It was snowing in Anaheim.
Well,
yeah,
since
but he told the snow to stop.
He told Tinkerbell to stop the snow.
Okay, but still, how does Tinkerbell make it snow in Anaheim?
Because she's Tinkerbell.
Oh, this is taking me right out of it.
Hold on. This just in from Dawn. Twinkly Tinsel Teasing Tauntaun Tarkins Tartan.
Hey, look at those names to the left. They are part of the Skywalking Force, our Patreon.
Become a producer yourself and check out all the Disney Plus themed bonus content available depending on the level you subscribe.
Become a member of the elite Skywalking Force at skywalkingforce.com.